Hey, this is Tim bringing you words of grace today from 3rd Avenue in Midtown. Kind of a busy little spot here. Place that's hard to find quiet. I saw a New York Times article that said we are second in the world here in New York for congestion, traffic congestion. So, hey, getting some awards. Number 2, got our silver medal. Don't really want to be ranking up there in this award. Often our minds get this way, don't they? Our minds get congested with things going this way, things going that way, messages, people, everything I have to do to where our minds are a lot like these streets. This isn't the busiest one, but your mind may be one that barely ever gets any silence, any quiet. And the messages you listen to are not the best. And I wanted to just encourage you today along our theme of encouraging 100% cooperation of each of us at Grace, spending time with the Lord each day to really carve out your quiet time. Quiet time listening, not just to silence or the trees or the birds, but listening to Jesus. I was reading just this morning about Peter and when he saw the Mount of Transfiguration. So he sees Jesus change in front of him, come dressed in brilliant white, and there's this very bright shining light. He sees Moses and Elijah with Jesus. And you know what he does? He suggests something. He speaks. He's not quiet and listening. He starts talking and saying, it's good for us to be here. We should, and then he tells them what to do. Can you imagine meeting with Jesus, Moses, and Elijah, and seeing Jesus in his glory, and yet all you could do is give suggestions? Now there is a very vocal mind, someone that has very little silence. Well, listen to the Father's advice to him. Voice comes from heaven and says, "This is my beloved Son. Listen to him. Listen to him." And so those are our words of grace today. Jesus is God's beloved Son. Listen to him. He speaks to you in his word, the Bible. When is the last time? Let me ask you this. How many times this week have you had a quiet time listening to Jesus' voice? Please count. Take a minute to count. How about this month? How many days this week or this month have you had quiet time listening to Jesus? Well, let me encourage you to do that this week. To make sure if I ask you this again that you would say, 7. I've listened to Jesus 7 days this week, and I've experienced some quiet because of that. Then even if you're living in the busiest of cities, the busiest of places, that quiet will sustain you, and you'll have quiet in your soul.